All right, so our leading golfers are going to tee off here at the Firth of Clyde on hole number 4, as Julius Boros and Tommy Bolt are 11 and 12 under, respectively. Tommy Bolt has actually done pretty well today. He is, of course, feeling great after his sunny disposition. So he's actually gotten a birdie on number 3, a harder hole there. This course has played much harder than the Kapalua course, as, of course, it is firmer greens, and also, on top of that, it is, of course, a major tournament. So, with that being said, here you see a smattering of red and a smattering of blue, a nice kind of disbursement of colors there. So, with that being said, let's get right back to it here, guys. So, it says first here, 4th hole, par 5, 555. Most golfers count on generous breeze to help them to the two-tiered green in 2. So, if you rolled a side-eye bullet, wind helps shot gain extra distance, and you go right to a course golf cam. So that's pretty cool. But there are absolutely on the left and right of this fairway are sand bunkers galore, and also a lot of rough. So the rough is absolutely felt here at the Firth of Clyde. With that being said, it is an easier hole for driving. The course doesn't control very much, so I know that Julius Boros will probably actually give control of the course here. The reason being, he's not going to want to buy a 6, and the reason why he wouldn't want to buy a 6 here is because of the fact that I don't think it's going to help him out here. Now, he could actually buy a 6, just because there's a hair there. All right, so 1 6 here, 2 6 there, 3 6s, 1, and then there's 1 here. So your 6 is on this right side, that right side. So essentially for Julius Boros, that'd be like a shank, essentially, to hit it all the way over to the right there, because that's where we'd be hitting if he rolls something. So you're looking for a 2 only as your other die. So you know what? Let's spend it here. The reason being is that a 6 die there could help him out anyways on this par 5. So let's spend it to purchase a black 6. All right, so let's roll the dice here. All right, so he rolls a 2, so there you go. So he controls the hole. We roll for purchasing a 6 black, so that'll bring it to 4 6 6 there. So not a terrible roll there, but it doesn't give him the perfect angle to the hole here. He controls the course hole here. So on a par 5, Julius Boros, 4 6 6. Is he a shaper? Julius Boros is not a shaper. Nope. So it says here, is he hot? Well, Julius Boros is not. He's parred the 2 holes there, so he hasn't birdied both holes. So with that being said here, it's going to go to the mood. We're going to go right to his mood chart here and see how he does on this mood check here. All right, so that's the golfer now section, and the mood. There we go. All right, so mood on a par 5, the 6 green. Says here, is he sunny? He is not. He's just neutral. He hasn't done anything to put himself into a bad disposition there, a stormy one. So, otherwise, trouble encountered upon approaching green. Difficult putt for par. That's kind of what he expected here when he gave control to the hole here. So a difficult putt for par here is going to be a 1 to 3. So let's roll that here for Boros. And he rolls a 3, so he gets a par there. That's a great putt. Cheering fans look on, as of course that is a par 5, the first par 5 on this course here. And it's going to bring up Tommy Bolt. Now Tommy Bolt has a blue chip, and he may very well use it right now to purchase that 1 die, that 1 black die, which would be really nice here. Or he could purchase just to get control of the hole, but he's probably going to get a control of the hole. So let's have him purchase a 1 black, so that he can actually make sure he gets that really good, favorable shot if he can get it on the green. So purchasing that 1 black is a big opportunity here. And he rolls a 5. That's the worst there. So he still gets the 1 black here. That's brought to you by Keith. Keith said that. You get that. So he does shank it here. And that is, or he hooks it over there. Tommy Bolt does. So smooth swing and Tommy Bolt rolls a 12. On the course card, it says on the second shot there, he actually hits it into the rough. Eesh, that's not good here. So the rough in 2 here. Let's see here, that 12. 2 green on that second shot, right? Yeah, there it is. Second shot. All right, so 2 green says, is he a master? Is he a master recovery? We're looking over at Tommy Bolt here right now. And he's not. He's just neutral. So with that said, solid blast, dislodges turf, sends ball to exurbs of green, double difficult putt for birdie. So double difficult putt for birdie is such a far shot, essentially, that if he can lay up, he can have a moderate putt going back. Double difficult putts turn into moderate putts for the second one, right? And then anything less than double difficult turn into easy putts. So if you have a difficult putt for birdie and you take that as an opportunity to lay up, then you can then get an easy putt. But double difficult means you're going to go to moderate. So he's going to take that opportunity to just go to moderate, roll that 1 to 5 here. And he rolls a 2, so he gets a par there on that par 5. That's an opportunity for everybody to get birdies, and I feel like I played them wrong here, but I feel pretty confident that utilizing the course chips, right? Those chips are super potent, and they can really work well. So let's see what we got here for the next one, who's going to be on number 3. I apologize. Arnold Palmer and who is it? Is it Tom Watson? Yeah, Tom Watson. Now Arnold just got off a double bogey there and possibly going to get out of contention here. Let's roll here on this number 3 hole. That's a par 4, 377. So that is going to be he's going to get control of the hole here. So 1, 3, 6. This could be a big shot here for him. This really does mean life or death at this point. Every shot for him is really the end of the game, possibly, because as Phil Mickelson is warming up currently, he gets on that tee, he could push everybody down with birdies, right? He's set up for the course. He has that bomber trait, so really has the opportunity. So 1, 3, 6 on a par 4, 377. So 1, 3, 6 says, is he a duffer? He is not a duffer. Is he scatter? He is not a scatter either. Is he a hero? Nope, not a. Oh, he is a hero iron, but he's a semi, and the decider die says no to that. So with that being said, we're going to continue down here, and we're going to the mood. So his mood is fairly bad here. I think because he's double bogeyed, right? If it asks for something, we'll see what it says here. What we'll do here. So 1 green on a par 4. Now, 1 green for stormy disposition. Now, remember, he is double bogeyed 1 hole and has parred the other hole. So that means that he's 1 for 2, which means he's semi-stormy, okay? We have to roll the decider die to see whether he is. Now, I've heard so many different things about whether you roll one or roll the other. The fact is that I feel like you have to re-roll this one. And the reason being is, not because it's a green die and don't re-roll, that's not, I'm not paying attention to that. It's because it's asking how his mood is, and that's not his shot. If it was the same shot, like the same thing over and over again, I would say that's absolutely true. So I'm going to roll the decider die and see whether or not he is stormy. And he is, guys. Yes, he is. So simmering golfer reaches green in 3, difficult putt for par. All right, so this is it right here, guys. He is out of contention if he misses this putt. It's a 1 to 3 result. Arnold Palmer could be out of it here. And he is, guys. He rolls a 4, so he's going to have a moderate putt for bogey here. So 1 to 5, and he rolls a 2. So he gets a bogey, and that puts him actually out of contention there at 8 under par. Yeah, man, 3 over for the round. That is terrible. Well, see you later there, Arnold Palmer there. We'll catch you around here. I'll probably put this actually, let's see if I can get both of these in here. Can I get both of them right there? Probably can. Why not? Let's try it. There you go. Yeah, it kind of works. I'm not sure if that looks great on camera, but out of contention golfers right here, and I'll have them all set up so that they can be rolled here on this section right here. There you go. All right, so currently Tom Watson is watching his companion struggle here on number 3. So with that said, a 3 here is going to actually have the course control. A 46 says it's going to go to the, it's actually a pretty good shot there on the right side. There's a lot of green there. And it's going to go to the Golf Cam course. All right, so Golf Cam course here. 2 green is what we're looking for here on par 4. Is it a cordial hole? It is not, actually. So not a cordial hole. Is it a daunting hole? It is not. It doesn't have any actual effects there. So solid play, easy, putt to putt for par. All right, so easy 2 putt for par here. Let's see if he can do it here. Now, he has to get that 2 dice roll here. And a 66 misses it. Nope, he does not miss it. So with that said here, guys, he's parring it out there. Definitely good opportunity for him to continue as Lloyd Mangram is going to be up here next. All right, so Lloyd Mangram's at the number 2 tee. He's going to, oh man, does he use a semi-daunting hole? I'm going to say, you know what, we're going to have him just play it out here. Let the course take control here. Yep, that makes sense. And then 2-5 is what we're looking for, which is actually really good here on this hole. If you look here, it's actually a pretty easy tee shot. That's going to help him for a second shot. And he has actually a really good shot right down the middle. And so we're going to go to the same golf cam course. He rolls a 2 here. And is it a cordial hole? It is not. Is it a daunting hole? It actually is, because it's semi-daunting, and the Decider Die says yes to that. And so with that being said here, guys, it's going to play as a daunting hole. Number 2 here, yep. So it says sand and rough issues, clutch 2-putt for bogey. That is not what he wanted here, guys. He is a neutral putter, and this is a clutch putt. 1-3 for bogey. He rolls a 4, so that's going to be a missed opportunity there for him. And he himself will actually loosen up that blue die there and go for an easy putt for double bogey. Oof. This could put him out of the tournament if he gets 6s. He does not. So that was a clutch putt for bogey. He loses his blue chip because he was going to gain a red one. So with that said, he actually double bogeys as well. My goodness, guys. These guys are starting to feel the heat of this major tournament as he is 2 over for the day. All right, so let's see what we can do here. As we are going to Bob Rosberg. And Bob is 3 back from the leader, Phil Mickelson, on number 2 here. All right, so he has a 6 opportunity, and he's going to actually just take it par. He's going to play it safe, take the par, stay at 11 under. Everyone's starting to fall apart here, and he will get a blue chip. I think that's going to help him out in this early going of the round, really get that motivation going. So now we're going to welcome to the tee here Lee Trevino and Jack Nicklaus. So Lee Trevino is first here, and then Jack Nicklaus. All these great golfers are going to be stepping up to the tee now. Ben Hogan, Sam Snead, Gil Morgan, who was inducted into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame, Golf Hall of Fame recently. I actually watched a video on him. Pretty cool to see that. So, all right. So with that said, let's see here. All right, Lee Trevino, number 1, course controls. It's a 2-6. So 2-6 is right down the middle of the fairway as the course controls it. So a nice little easy shot there. But it's an elevated green. So let's check out what it says here on this course cam. 6 green on the par 4 says, is it a daunting hole? It is not. 2 great shots and chance to convert. Clutch putt for birdie. All right, so clutch putt for birdie. And he is a semi-gold. I don't like using the Decider Die. It's too much risk. So 1-4 on this putt here. 1-4. And he gets it. So he gets a clutch putt and he birdies the hole here, guys. That will move him up here, guys. And it's going to actually have us take away a lot of our space here. It's not a problem, though. We can kind of move everybody around. So Lee Trevino, Sam Snead, and Ben Hogan all going to be sitting together at 1 shot back from the lead. And Jack Nicklaus will be alone by himself, 2 shots back as his companion moves forward. But that's not going to stop the Golden Bear himself here. So let's see if he can answer back and fire away with a birdie. All right, so he scores a birdie on that first hole and clutch one too that put him at 14 under par here. All right, so 14 under par there. And Jack Nicklaus. Okay, and Jack Nicklaus here is 13 under par. 4, that will be for the number 1 here. That'll be for the course to control. A 56 is what it says here on these 2 dice. 56 says he should sit to the right. He hits it to the right there, and that's going to be over to the first sand shot. So he hits it right into the sand bunkers there. Not good in Scotland. You don't want to get caught in the sand. So it says on the first shot, is he a sandy golf player? He is not. He's a semi-master recovery. So it says trouble getting out of yeah, he is not. That's actually really bad for him actually here. So he is not. So trouble getting out of sand traps, scrambles to green in 4, easy putt for par. So he's just scrambling up there. Hopefully he makes this putt here, easy putt. And a 22, that's a par there for him. So Jack is going to also move forward here with a par and stay at a 3 under par here. I only say also because, well, every single other player besides Tom Watson and Lee Trevino got pars. So we're going to go back to the 5th hole here as Gil Morgan and Sam Snead prepare to get teeing off over at the number 1. So Julius Boros will be the next one up here on number 5 as we welcome the newest hole here to the tournament here at the Open on Sunday. I'm glad you guys are with me. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button. It's pretty nice to see. The reason why I like to see that is because it shows that you guys are really, really interested in this tournament or in this project I'm doing here. The more likes I get, the more I feel like I kind of want to continue this. But definitely, guys, this game is for you to watch, to enjoy. I know it hasn't been released yet publicly for everybody. It was a pre-order opportunity. So this game is amazing, guys. Get it. If you get the chance to, save up that money, and also get an expansion pack that you really want to see. Or if you don't play those courses, get that expansion pack. It's fun to see courses that you don't know. I know I did expansion pack number 7, and that really helped me kind of look at some really fun courses in just a lot of great golf courses. All right, so with that being said here, guys, we're going to go to the hole number 5 to Julius Boros and Tommy Bolt. So, all right, hole number 5 says here, it's a semi-daunting hole, semi-challenging as well. Par 3. It's got that little asterisk there, which is really bad for the green. It's a harder green. Precious little margin for error here. Unpredictable crosswind, sloping green, and difficult pin placement makes birdies rare. Absolutely does here, guys, with this really difficult green placement here. 209 yards. Well, Julius Boros takes out that iron here. Probably takes out a 4-iron or 3-iron here. Gets it all set up here. So it's going to be a 5, which the course is going to control, and a 46. He is lucky, guys. 46 is a golf course cam. So a golf course cam, it's one of the very few ones you can actually get here. With that said, he rolled a 6 here, so on a par 3 course cam. It says, is it a daunting hole? It is an actual semi-daunting hole. The decider die says no, because it has a blank. So it's not. And he's not a hacker golfer, is he? Nope, not a hacker. So otherwise, solid tee shot leaves excellent opportunity. Clutch putt for birdie. There you go. That's what I like to see here. He's a regular birdie, so neutral. And he rolls a 3, so he gets a birdie there and will get a blue chip. So he's getting on fire there. That's a tough par 3 here, and he gets himself back to 12, not back, but he gets himself down to 12 under par to move himself up with the other guys in that grouping there. So a par 3, number 5 here. And Tommy Bolt's going to try and see if he can match that success as well. So we're going to move down Bob Rosberg there and move in Julius Boros. And let's see here, Tommy Bolt, sunny disposition. Let's see how he handles this hole. So he rolls a 4. The course will control a 45. Just close enough, but unfortunately, a 45 is going to hit it into the rough on that first shot there. So definitely went for the same track path as his partner there. And so we're going to see him actually play a 5 here for the par 3 on the first shot. It says, is he a master recovery? He does not have that. Struck flat, ball dies near fringe, difficult putt for par. Ooh, boy. So 1 to 3 here for par. 1 to 3. Let's go, Tommy. Here we go. Up and down. He gets a 6. That's a bogey. No, that's terrible. So it's an easy, a difficult putt, right? Yeah, a difficult putt for par, right? So that's going to leave him with a moderate putt for bogey. And he rolls a 1, so he gets a bogey and definitely pushes him back down to 11 under par. That's a hard par 3, and that green is difficult, so it's understandable. No shame in bogeying that hole there. Luckily, he made the bogey. He 2-putted himself down there, so we'll move him over and then move everybody up here. All right, so the next tee up here, guys, is going to be Arnold Palmer, who, of course, is already out, and Tom Watson on the number 4 hole. So let's look over at out of contention golfers here. Arnold Palmer, the number 4 hole is double cordial, or semi-double cordial, I apologize. So let's see if we can get that one here. I have to roll the decider die here. So yes to the double cordial, right? That means a yes to that. So he rolls a 3, and on a double cordial hole here, I'm going to re-roll the decider die here because it is a double cordial. It says it's a birdie on a decider die and a par on a no. And it says yes to it. So yes, he got a birdie there, and he's back to 9 under par there after he gets taken off the cameras after double bogeying and bogeying. It's understandable, really. Definitely don't want to have cameras' eyes on one of the greatest of all time there, the king. And so we're going to look over here at Tom Watson. He's actually going to purchase a. He's not going to purchase a 6 because there's a lot of bad things on this right side and left side, and very few, let alone bad areas to do that. So he's going to give control to the course here. So he'll let himself get control there. The course will control. And we're just going to roll the dice. And it says it's going to be a 16. That's a bad one here. That's not very good. So a 16 says first shot is to the left there and into the sand. Oof. Okay, into the sand. Let's see here. All right, sand on the first shot, by the way. So first shot into the sand here. It asks on the green 6, is he a sandy golfer? He is not a sandy golfer, so otherwise trouble getting out of the trap. Scrambles to green in 4, easy putt for par. All right, so easy putt for par. Let's roll the dice. Rolls a 46. He makes himself a par. There you go. So there's a nice little par for him on that par 5. Lloyd Mangram is next here. As our leaders are really starting to get off the driving range there and start getting themselves ready here on the putting green. So Lloyd Mangram is on number 3, par 4. We're going to roll here. 3 on the par 4. The course controls there. So that's going to be a 34 here, 3-4. And 34 says it's going to go to the golf cam course. So pretty good miss there, letting the golf course control. And let's see here, golf course control, there you go. With that said, 6 on a par 4 says, is it a daunting hole? It is not. So 2 great shots and chance to convert, clutch putt for birdie. There we go. So clutch putt for birdie. Let's do this. Here we go, 1 to 3. He rolls a 1. There you go. So lots of good putts here starting off in this opening groups here. So Lloyd Mangram fights back from that double bogey and gets himself a birdie to go back to 10 under par on number 3, right? Yeah, that's right. Perfect. Okay, cool. I want to make sure. Sometimes it's bad when you're looking at the score and you don't see him going correctly. All right, so now we're going to look at Bob Rosberg, who now, as you guys can see, this course is playing a little bit easier here with these putts here, but very few have played at number 5, a very difficult hole there. So Bob is going to try and see if he can actually buy, I'm not sure, no, he's not going to buy anything. He's going to try to see if he can make a putt easier for himself. So 5, so good thing he didn't utilize that, right? 34 says here, it's going to be the course cam as well. And a 34-5 says daunting hole or scatter. He's not a scatter golfer, and it's not a daunting hole. So longer than usual tee shot. Well played in a nice opportunity. Clutch putt for birdie for him as well. There you go. So a clutch putt for birdie. Here we are. So he has a neutral standpoint. So let's roll it here. And he rolls a 4. No, Bob. Bob, you can't do that, man. So he loses his tee or his blue performance chip there because he was going to gain a red one. So here's for the par here. Easy putt for par. Rolls a 64. There you go, guys. That is a par putt for him there. Let me make sure my camera is all set up correctly. There you go, guys. Perfect. All right, so he gets a par there, a 2 putt for par. He had an opportunity for success, but he put himself after that 2 putt, clutch putt there. The gallery was groaning, really. Lee Trevino, Jack Nicklaus up next here. So Lee Trevino is first with on the number 3 or number 2 hole here, semi-daunting. This could be an opportunity for him to purchase a die here, a 1, but I wouldn't say so. Let's just have him roll it, keep that performance chip, just kind of hoard those things a little bit here in this round as the leader, Phil Mickelson, hasn't even teed off. So a 24 says second shot, or I apologize, 24 says here it's into the course controls, it's into the fairway there on the golf course cam. A 6 on a par 4, is it a daunting hole? It's semi. Decided I says no, so 2 great shots, chance to convert. Good for him there, I love to see that. So with that being said, he's going to have a chance to convert here after 2 great shots. Clutch putt for birdie. All right, so Lee Trevino has the clutch putt. He is semi-gold. Now I think if it says here, I believe, I'm not mistaken here, it says in here that you can maybe utilize those blue chips to gain a half, right? Yeah, it says reduce normal putts 1 level or increase clutch putt ability for 1 level. So rust to neutral, semi-rust to semi-gold. Well, he's a semi-gold. I could probably turn that from a semi-gold to a gold, right? Because it's moving it up 1, right? I think that makes sense because you go from rust to neutral, right? That skips 1, neutral. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I think it's helpful because then it buys me that 1 extra die to get him tied. So I'm going to do that here. He's going to really focus. He's semi-gold. I'm going to turn him in there to make sure he can get that gold category putter. All right, so gold category putting here for Lee Trevino. 1 to 4, 1 to 5. I apologize. He rolls a 6. Of course, he rolls a natural 6. Gosh dang it, Lee. Well, he misses that putt and spends that token. Ah, goodness, guys. This is what golf is all about, right? That's what I was telling somebody. This really does create that feeling of golf where, you know, even if you have everything set up just perfect, Lee Trevino will still shoot a par there. So par's the whole out. Not too bad. Fans didn't get what they wanted. Jack Nicklaus is up next here. So Jack, here we go. Number 2, semi-daunting. Par 4, 390 yards. So 6, there you go. So he's actually going to par it out. He's not going to attack the green. There's no point in attacking right now. As far as for his placement, he's 2 shots back. He wants to get those blue chips here to make all the putts later on, i.e. the 5th hole, obviously, that much easier. So with that being said, he's going to move on, and Gil Morgan will be the next one up to tee off here at the number 1, par 4. All right, so he sees that very narrow entrance, and he's just going to go for it here, guys. Now, on a 4, he has extra control. So a white 4 means he controls the hole as well. So he really is doing well today. A 3, course controls. So it's going to be a 13. A 13 says here, first shot into the rough there. First shot in the rough. On a par 4, it says 2 green. Is he a master recovery? He is not. Tremendous lift, pinpoint accuracy. Nope, I apologize. That's not correct. Ball sends debris flying everywhere. Bounces on the green. Moderate putt for par. So he gets that moderate putt here. 1 to 5. He rolls a 5. There you go. Par putt for him. Starts off 14 under par. Nice job. Sam C, his playing partner, is up next. And he himself was very good here. He's got the bomber legend, King Shaper Woods here. He's very good. So with that said, here he's going to roll a 6, which means he's going to be able to attack. He is not going to attack this green. He will play it safe as well and just take that performance chip. Very smart, agile playing from these leaders here, guys, on the Sunday afternoon. So let's get right back to the 6th hole. This will be the last hole, of course, as usual, for the video here. And that's going to go over to Julius Boros. And you see how everyone's starting to move up real close until Phil Mickelson and his group tee off here, Ben Hogan and Phil Mickelson. So we're going to actually pull out the next hole here, I guess. So there you go. 2, 3, and 5. All right, move it all down, moving down, move down the bench, move down the bench. All right, so that first hole is already down there, almost already out of sight at this point. The 6th hole here is going to be for Gil Morgan here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I apologize. Yeah, Ben Hogan will be actually teeing off now at this point. That's pretty cool. So the 6th hole here for Julius Boros. On the 6th hole here, par 5, daunting, 601 yards. Look at that. That is something. It says a trio of bunkers flanking a narrow fairway demand a thread, the needle tee shot. Long hitters can reach green in 2. Others will lay up and pitch to pin. Absolutely they will. All right, so let's see if the Bombers here are going to step out here for this par 5, and that will be Julius Boros up to tee first after that birdie putt on number 5, that par 3. All right, guys, welcome back here. I apologize for that quick little cut there. I know the camera might be a little bit different now. I apologize already ahead of time here for that. Reason being, I lost my die real quick under the table, and so then I went and got it. Camera flew off the hinges there, and is no bueno. That is terrible luck here for me. So with that being said, of course, I rolled that semi-dice for my own self, and I failed. So with that being said, let's get right back to it here. We have a great opportunity here for, who is it on the tee? Julius Boros. So let's see how we do it here. Now he has on the 5th hole here, which says, of course, or the 6th hole here, which says that there is a trio of bunkers flanking a narrow fairway. I say just go for it. He has that 5. I'm going to say, you know what? He's going to pay to use his blue chip there to get a 1 die here. Okay, here we go. And of course he rolls a 5. So, and he gets a black 1 already. So he hits the worst shots you absolutely could here, guys. This is the worst. The reason being is here on the 11 at Snake Eyes, it's actually on his 3rd shot. he's going to hit into the rough or the sand there. That is, terrible, guys. Third shot into the sand. Okay, well, third shot sand. Let's look. Julius Boros here. 3 says, is he chunky? He is not chunky there. Otherwise, precise swing, nice arc, beautiful. Gimme putt for par. That's exactly what I was looking for here. Gimme putt for par is 3 dice, and unless you roll 6s, we're good. He rolls 4, 5, 6, so he's good there. He gets a par putt there, and that is exactly how he should get it there. I'll move the camera again here, guys. I'm just a mess right now after getting all flustered here, trying to find a die. All right, so that is 12 under par here. So Tommy Bolt here at 11 under par is going to be the next one up. There you go. All right, so Tommy Bolt here on a daunting hole. Does not have a decider die, but he has a 1, so he'll control the hole and trips 4 there, guys. Now I think it's not triples, right? Let's see how it looks here. I think it might be triples here on this par 5. This could be a big shot here for him. A big turnaround one. Oh, yes it is. So there you go. Special result here, guys. That's a great one. So let's look at the special result. It's a tier 1 special result. Oh, water. I haven't hit into water yet. That would be exciting to hit into there. All right, now, nope. There we go. Special results, level 1. So a 4 here, or roll any 2 dice, read in ascending order from the appropriate section below. All right, so let's roll 2 dice. Let's see how this one looks and lays up here on a par 5. So it says a 34. 34 says flubbed tee, hazard to hazard sequence. Difficult putt for bogey. Golfer stormy, rest of round. Oh goodness, guys, he was sunny for the whole round. Now he is stormy. Talk about a switch of emotion here. And that says here, 34, it says he is difficult putt for bogey. Goodness. So 1 to 3 here for difficult putt for bogey. He rolls a 2, so he bogeys that hole, goes 5 shots back here. Oh goodness, Tommy Bolt. Got to keep those emotions in check here, my man. 10 under par after 2 bogeys in a row, guys. That is absolutely truthful and why he has a stormy disposition. All right, Arnold Palmer here is next, and Tom Watson. So we'll put our little T next to Tom Watson here. Where's he at? There he is. All right, and they're on the 5th hole here. It's a semi-daunting hole. So here's Arnold Palmer's throw. A 6 on a semi-daunting is a bogey. So he bogeys the hole that he just birdied right before there. And so with that here, he's going to go back to 8 under par there for the tournament. Tom Watson, though, is going to tee off here at this par 3, a very difficult green, and the hole will control, and it's going to be a 26. So a 26 and 3 there. All right, so 26 is a course. Well, that's a good one there. Course cam here. Let's see how this one lies here after he rolls that green 3, which will be, is it a cordial hole? It is not a cordial hole. Is it a daunting hole? The decider die says no to that semi-daunting hole. So 3 says missed green, but nicely wedged, clutch putt for par. And he will make that clutch putt absolutely beautiful here. He has a semi-gold opportunity, so it's a 1 to 4. I don't want to roll that decider die. And he rolls a, that was over here. There you go, 4 there, guys. So he rolls a 4, so good for him there. So he gets a par. Good for Tommy over there at number 5. And we're going to see Lloyd Mangram come into play here. He's got a blue chip on number 4. It's a double cordial hole. He's going to utilize on that par 5, that blue die, to get a 1 black. It's an opportunity for sure to take. Par 5s don't come very often, only 4 times in a round, of course. So let's see how this one rolls. He rolls a 4, so the course does not control. So he rolls a black 1, so he gets a black 1 here. And a 1, 4, 6. I moved the die again. I always do that. Let's see where that tee shot is going to end up. If it's going to be a good ball or not. So 1, 4, 6 here. I always miss this, by the way. I always do, I swear. 1, 4, 6 says, is he a legend or a bomber? He's semi-legend. Decider die says he is a legend. So yes to that. So 1, 4, 6, big hit, great roll. So a gallery cheers. Tee shot par 5. All right, so tee shot par 5. Let's get to it here. All right, so award golfer blue chip. Well, he already had won. He got the tee shot because of the fact that he spent a blue chip, so he doesn't get one. Not in my book. And it says here, green 6 here. So green 6 says, is he a hacker? He is not a hacker. Otherwise, less than expert tee shot gets fortunate kick, strong applause. That's exactly what he was looking for here. So a strong applause at this point. Reroll the white die. Strong applause says a 3. It says shot carries to fringe of green, difficult putt for birdie. I'm gonna say he's gonna 2-putt that. He's gonna take the difficult putt, which is a 1. He's gonna actually play it safe to get himself an easy putt for par. So easy putt for par for Lloyd. 46, that's good. So he makes himself a par after giving himself plenty of opportunity to make some moves there. He'll stay at 10 under par, and that'll be 5 shots back. Why is he still? Am I looking at the wrong guy here? 5 shots back. So 5, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Why is Lloyd up there? Maybe I accidentally put him up there on accident there, because he is 10 shots back. So I apologize, guys. I'm going to have to go through this whole thing to see where everyone's at. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. So he is next to Tommy Bolt here. All right. See, look at this, guys. I had to clean this all up. This is bad at all here, guys. So let's look through here to make sure I have everybody set up correctly. Arnold Palmer's out. Julius Boros is 12, so that's 3 shots back. There you go. Tommy Bolt is 10 shots back. That's exactly right. Tom Watson is 11, so there you go. Okay, 10. Bob Rosberg is 11, right? So he's going to be 4 shots, so 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. So there you go. When my camera dropped, it must have moved all my cards over here. That's not good. Lee Trevino is 14, so he is where he's supposed to be at. Jack Nicklaus is 13, 14, 14, right? Joe Morgan and Sam Snead, good. Ben Hogan, 14, and Phil up there. Good. All right, guys, sorry about that. So there you go. That's the actual results. Please, of course, note, if you see it in the comment section, that's the actual one here. All right, so now Bob Rosberg, after that leaderboard frustration there, on number 4 here, the double cordial, he gets control here, 2-3-6. So a 2-3-6 says here on that par 5. 2-3-6, is he a duffer? He is not a duffer. All right. And direct green, it is not a direct green there. It's challenging, semi-challenging really. So 2-3-6, is it a direct green? Fades too far, lands 10 feet off green. It's going to be an opportunity for this short game chart. All right, so a short game chart here. Green die result, which is 2. Is he a stone? He is not. He does not have the stone quality there. So unhurried, calculated shot, headed straight for pin. So let's see if he's going to chip it right in here. This one right here. On this par 5, of course. Oh, my goodness. I am butterfingers today. Okay. So here we go. Roll the white die here for the pin result. So a 5, it says here. And it says breaks left and stops short. Moderate putt for par. All right, so moderate putt for par is a 1-5. He rolls a 4. There you go. So that is a par for Bob there. And moving on to Lee Trevino and Jack Nicklaus. Lee Trevino is right here. He's got that red die there, and he's on the hole number 3. He's going to play that to actually give control to the hole there. It's an opportunity that has risks to it, but it does have opportunities for good here. The reason being is they do have fairly a good amount of opportunities for good shots. And he rolls a 36, which will be second shot into the rough here, as the course always controls, of course, when you give out to the concede it. And so he hits his second shot into the rough. Yikes. Lee Trevino not playing like he usually does here. This tournament is commanding a lot of these golfers here. On this hole number 3 is no exception. So a 3 green says, is he a workman? He is not a workman there. All right. Ball hit cleanly from behind obstruction. Rolls to within a foot of pin and gimme putt for par. That's exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. Disregard that. I read the first one. He is the second shot. 36, right? 36 says second shot. So it says precise delivery sends ball a couple of feet from pin. Easy putt for bogey. That's exactly what I was looking for there. So easy putt for bogey. He's going to send him back to Jack Nicklaus here. 63. Yes, that is. So he makes that bogey putt. Definitely needed to get rid of that red die, though, or red performance chip before you get to these really easy par 5s. You definitely want to utilize those blue chips as much as you can. So he goes to 13 back there after that bogey there. And Jack Nicklaus, 13 under par, is up next with a performance chip, and I think he's going to keep it. He's going to save it up for those par 5s. And he rolls a 1, and he rolls a 1-2-5. This could be a big shot here as he controls the hole, and a 1-2-5 really could work wonders here. 1-2-5 is just off that chart here. It says, is he a bomber? He is a bomber. Great shot. He's going to go long here for that special approach shot here. I guess that's what, or special short game approach here. So the green die of 5 says, is he a stone golfer? Jack Nicklaus is a semi-stone. It says right here, yes to that. And so with that, not enough juice to make it even close to the pin. Double difficult putt for birdie. He's going to take it easy. He's going to do a lag putt, right? Get it up there to the top of the green there, and that will leave him with a moderate putt for par. 1-5, he makes a par. There you go. So Jack gets a par, and Lee Trevino bogeys that hole. It's a pretty commanding hole there, that number 4. It's already snagged 2 bogeys here, already from Tommy Bolt and Arnold Palmer. But with that, we're going to go to Gil Morgan here, and he finds himself on number 2, that semi-daunting par 4, 390. It's a pretty tough start here for a lot of these golfers. All right, so there we go. Rolls a 3, course controls on that one. So it says 36. 36 is going to be third shot into the sand for Mr. Gil Morgan. Oof. Third shot in the sand on a par 4. That is terrible, 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 terrible. All right, so 36 here on that sand shot. It says confident swing from difficult lie. How about that? Is he a sandy player there? He is not. Nope. So terrible lie. Homely bunker shot. Struggles to reach green. Moderate putt for bogey. So bogey there, guys, is going to be a 1-5 opportunity here for Gil. And he rolls a 4, so then he keeps that bogey putt in there, but he moves back to 13 under par. Man, whew, this is tough. This is a tough course today, guys. Playing real tough on this Sunday. I love it. I love it when the golfers are having struggles here, because it really shows you just how these major courses aren't ones to mess around with, for sure. And so his playing partner is Sam Snead, who has a performance chip, and he might just use it here. Semi-daunting here, I think, if you're playing here, to use his performance chip here. I think it says for the daunting hole, by spending a blue chip, he gains control of a hole, no longer needs that. So if it's a semi-daunting, we have to roll here to see if it's going to be daunting or not. And it is. So it's a daunting hole, right? So he's going to have to spend 2 blue dice to gain control of the hole there. But he can always play 1 die, or he can always just buy a die to buy the 1 black. I don't think he's going to do that, though, because all those 1s there are terrible. They're terrible to the left there. So he's just going to play it straight up here. He's going to have the course gain control. And a 46 says it's going to be a first shot into the rough. He'd rather have himself shoot that first shot into the rough instead of spending one of those focus dies there, focus chips. 4, first shot in the rough, says is he a workman? Sam Snead is not a workman there. Otherwise, effortlessly out of rough to green, but long birdie putt comes up short. Moderate second putt for par. Okay, Sam, make this putt for par. Make it look good for everybody here. And he rolls a 1. There's that par putt. So he stays at 14 under, and we're going to welcome to the tee here Ben Hogan and Phil Mickelson here at number 1 at the FIRTH of CLYDE. Last group to go through before we head to commercial break. So with that said here, par 4, 367. Ben Hogan, let's see how he does here. A 1 is going to be him controlling, so that's exactly what he needed there to start off. So that's going to be a 2-2-6 here on a par 4. Starts off strong here. That's a good reason here. So 2-2-6 is exactly what he needed there. All right, so 2-2-6 on a par 4. All right, so Yeoman or Gilded, he is neither of those there, guys. So champion golfer, he has that champion iron play, so it's going to be an easy putt for birdie after a tremendous spin there. Perfect spinning shot there, so it's an easy putt for birdie. Let's go to it here. 1-4 opportunity, and he rolls a 6, so he misses that birdie putt and rolls easy putt for par. 65, really wanted to. It lipped right in there. Ringer around the cup there for par as Ben Hogan starts off and keeps himself at 14 under par for the tournament. So Phil Mickelson, the man of the hour here, in a sunny disposition, did really well. Bones and him are feeling really good here. He rolls a 1 as well, so We're going to see 3, 4, 5 from this one as well. This group is doing fairly well already, showing you why they are leaders here on Sunday. So a 3, 4, 5 says here, push shot drifts towards rough. Wow, so that is a terrible shot. My goodness, guys, gets control and then gallery groans. So you're going to actually have him after he pushes the shot into the rough here. He's going to gain that, and it's a 5. Is he a workman? He is not. So big swing, sends ball to apron, follow-up chip shot to green. Difficult putt for par. Wow, talk about a turn of events that I did not see Phil doing here. 1 to 3 for a par, and he rolls a 1, so he gets a par there. So yay, Phil. So he walks off with a red chip there off the number 1. And I'll thank you guys for watching. Sorry for all the technical glitches here and the technical difficulties during this recording. We'll see you guys next time in the bleachers as we go through holes number 7 through 9 as we go through the front 9.